2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A look from earlier as the Nets bus arrives at the arena. No doubt. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant is out there with Harris. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Harden. And it's Brown in at the shooting guard position. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Covington in at small forward. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
That's right on the money from Lillard. That's how you finish a possession.
Harden the pass to Brown. Right here. Back to Harden. It's Brown on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. And oh boy, and here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Lillard attacking, pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Kicks it out to McCollum. Drills it from outside.
Well, that's a go-to for CJ. He looks to spray it from three-point line as much as he possibly can.
Harden outside. The shot from the low post is good. Harden's got 5 points so far.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Pulls up on the elbow, and Portland again with the bucket.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Brooklyn with the ball. The Blazers getting the bucket. KD with it. Now Covington defending. Shoots over Covington. No good with the wing jumper.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Yep, that one goes in there. McCollum's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here is Harden following the basket by C.J. McCollum. It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Lillard looking around. Jacks up a 3. And it's KD with the rebound. Nets trail by 4. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last strip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him. Now here's Harden. 9 points in the game so far. Left side Durant. Passes to Jordan. Shoots over Hollis Jefferson. And Harris wide open. He shoots, and it's good off the back rim and in. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. McCollum kicks to Lillard.
Who's watching here?
Launches it. Rebound, Brooklyn. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Harden the pass to Brown. Fires the three, and Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Brown. Harden's got 12 points in the game.
It doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that the three-point shot is a primary weapon.
That one's not going to go. James Harden getting it done for Brooklyn. That quarter had it. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Trailblazers, Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. A nice shot by Irving.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Green. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Kevin Durant. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Harris. Now, here's Shamet. Down low, taken away by Anthony. To the inside. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got his first basket of the night.
Like the execution there from Kanter. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Irving with a clean look. Drains the three-pointer. Irving's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Here's Simons, covered by Irving. It's tipped. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. A baseline J, and misses it off the right side of the rim. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And that one, good. Jones has got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
Well, Kanter always thought of as a scorer first. That time, an excellent job spotting his teammate and getting the ball to him.
The pass to Claxton. Back to Irving. The Nets working the ball around now. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Here's Simons. Powell with it. Here's Kanter. It's Powell on the wing. He's covered by Shamet. Offensive rebound. Here's Kanter. Got a piece of it. And they'll keep possession. Anthony, the pass to Kanter. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. In the corner. Shamet with it. Here's Claxton. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple of Finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you. Damian Lillard's checked in for Portland. And the Nets making a change here as well. Jeff Green is checked in for Landry Shamet. Irving kicks to Griffin. Green inside. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. No one covering. And the Nets lead by 6.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Pass to Cantor. There's 53 seconds left here in the second. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Cantor. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Anthony. Robert Covington's checked in for Derek Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simons. Now, here is Irving. 36 seconds left in the second quarter. Nurkic with the steal. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Hollis Jefferson's got 6.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Brooklyn leading by 4. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one falls for Irving.
I feel like Kyrie is just never afraid of the challenge in front of him. Tougher the situation, seems like the tougher he plays.
The Nets making a switch here. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. Joe Harris is checked in for Green. And it's Bruce Brown in for Luwawu Cabarrot.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Durant. Can't hit the step-back jump shot. And that'll do it for the first. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you... Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They ended the period holding on to a slip. And that'll...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
So for Brooklyn now, Harden out there with Brown. Then there's Harris. Then it's Jordan. And it's KD in at the 4 spot. But they'll get another chance. Kicks it out to Harden. Jordan trying to free himself up. Harden can't hit. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. McCollum no good.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got the lead up to 6 now for Brooklyn.
Well, DeAndre Jordan dominates this game on both ends around the glass.
Lillard against Harden. Lillard outside. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. And another turnover here by Portland.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Well, this is where DeAndre Jordan's speed as a big pays off. A super dangerous pick-and-roll player when he sprints out of it.
Lillard outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Lillard's got 7 points.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Outside, KD. Back to Harden. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. He lobs it up. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Brooklyn leading by 5. And KD, here we go. The shot's good. Brown making the play. KD's got his first points of the night. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Lillard, and the layup is good. He's got 9.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
Harden scanning the floor. Durant with a wide open look. Off target from outside.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Changes up. There's Hollis Jefferson. And it's KD with the rebound. Durant's got his 4th rebound in this one. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Jeff Green, he's checked in for the Nets. Now here's Powell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Nailed from three-point land.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Harden outside. With a step back. They kick it out to Green. Good on the triple. And the Nets lead by 7.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
1:15 left in the third. Here's Simons. Yep, that one goes. Simons has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Now Harden, 12 points for him. The Nets working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. And he uses the glass on the layup. Harden's got 14.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Here's Simons, guarded by Harden. And it's Simons missing. Brooklyn leading by 7. And there's KD. That's good on the assist from Harden. Durant's got 6 in the quarter. For Portland, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Simons surveying the D. To the paint. And here's Kanter. The feed to Carmelo. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. On its way from Irving for 2. And no good on the last-second attempt this time. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Nets up 9 from Portland. We're back in a moment. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got Norman Powell. Giles is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Irving can't hit. Trailblazers trail by 9. Jones drives in. Powell. Green with the rebound. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Portland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Rejected by Harris. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Brown is checked in for Jeff Green. Irving against Lillard. It's up a 3. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Nets leading by 9. Here's Brown. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Nurkic is checked in. Jeff Green is checked in for Brooklyn. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. And he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive. And you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See if that pep talk got him going, guys.
Thank you, David. And Brown drops them both. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch, I agree. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Jeff Green picks one up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Nets leading by 9. 4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Irving from long range. Green controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Irving against Lillard. A second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
Now, here is Irving. Passes it to Griffin. The kick out to Irving. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Lillard. Here's Claxton. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Powell. And the layup's good off the glass. Powell's got his first basket.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Now, here is Irving. Outside Griffin. Irving with the ball. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 6th rebound on the night. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Robert Covington's checked in for Derek Jones. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. Harris is checked in for Green. And it's James Harden in for Luavu. And now we've got the intentional foul. Cantor, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And so it's Brooklyn with it. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Durant dishes to Harris. And again, it's the Nets missing. Trailblazers trail by 7. Canner, high post. Over Durant. Cantor's shot is off. And it's Harris with the ball for Brooklyn. They've led by as many as 11 points. Durant for 3. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. KD's got 9 points here in the second half. Lillard outside. Fires from deep. Tips it up. And Cantor able to finish.
And it's not a secret. Cantor is a major factor on the offensive glass thanks to his size, strength, and excellent hands.
Now, here is Irving. The pass to KD. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Yeah, I think the scouting report says you got to chase him off the three-point line. Not a good job defensively there, but a great job by Lillard to knock it down.
Now here's Harden. 26 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Clock at 6. KD on the wing. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's the lob to Lillard. Giles the pass to Cantor. And Jordan sends it back.
Well, the arms of DeAndre Jordan are like a horizon line. They go on forever, which allows him to send those shots back.
From 17 feet out. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. A narrow. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. And with
hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Lillard finds Nurkic. Taken away by Holiday. Here's Giannis. The pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Middleton. Three-pointer. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
Holiday, no one around him. Misses the 3. It's Powell on the wing. Defended by DiVincenzo. Powell, the pass to Nurkic. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Passes it to Holiday. Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. Back to Antetokounmpo. The Bucks working the ball around. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Here's Lopez. No good there off the double clutch.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Potent with and without the ball. McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter.
Giannis dishes to Middleton. Outside Holiday. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Pass to Nurkic. Lillard against Holiday. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. 6 to shoot. Here's Powell. And Middleton with the block.
Boy, the defensive hustle there by Middleton. Stretching out and getting his hand on that shot. Excellent effort.
Goes up on the high post. Antetokounmpo, no good. Trailblazers trail by 4. Here's Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And good that time.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Nurkic. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And Holiday throws it down.
You know, when you see Antetokounmpo make a pass like that, it tells you just how much he's matured and grown as a player and decision maker.
Here's Lillard. Pass to McCollum. From the arc. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. McCollum's got 6.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. And the pass to Middleton. Powell pulls it in.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
And the basket by Lillard.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Middleton. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Middleton finds Giannis. Unloads from 9. Lopez. Great positioning on the putback.
Because of that big body and 7-foot frame, Lopez a handful to keep off the glass.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Milwaukee. This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he was.
For me personally,
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
PJ Tucker is out there with Portis. Then there's Teague, and it's Connaughton in at the 2. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Connaughton. Over Jones. Off the left rim and out. Trailblazers trail by 3. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish that time. I mean, laying it up for the 2 points worked out just fine.
To the inside, stolen by Cantor. Here's Anthony with the putback. It's good on the putback. Jones has got the lead up to 1 now for Portland.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Teague left side. Here's Portis. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
Jeff Teague doing exactly what a point guard should do, setting up his guys nicely.
Here's Simons. No points in the game yet for him. Takes a 3. Here's Anthony. Lobs it up for Cantor. That shot no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Teague, the pass to Portis. Knocked away. Clock at 6. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. A nice shot by Simons.
It always helps when your big man dishes it like that. Cantor, excellent with that read.
Teague feeling it out a bit. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Holiday comes in for Jeff Teague. And Portland with a change here, too. A.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly, born and raised.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton.
And, you know, Cantor can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
And Giannis gets it to go.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Here's Simons. Dishes to Cantor. He doesn't hit that one. Good D by Lopez. Milwaukee in the lead. Here's Middleton. Here's Giannis. Kicks to Holiday. Back to Giannis. No good. Shot missing. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. definitely a factor early.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Now here is Holiday. Middleton outside. Feeds to Antetokounmpo. Drills the baseline jumper. Giannis has got his third bucket of the night.
To me, this is the next step for Giannis, wanting to improve that jump shot, especially off the catch.
Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here.
And they've got to keep him off the glass. For a little guy, he can be a handful on the offensive boards if you're not aware of it.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Holiday. 32 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Giannis. Middleton outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Bucks lead by 2.
Watch out now. Lopez crashing in to put it home.
Here's Simons. Lopez with the steal. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back from the first half. Been a dandy so far. A dandy. You like that word, Kenny?
You know
it's
what?
a dandy. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6. And that's going to do it.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what we've seen from Jones.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Giles, and it's Powell in at the 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one goes. Count it. Antetokounmpo's got the first points of the second half here for the Bucks. Now here's Lillard. And he elevates with a slam dunk, and Brook Lopez did not like that.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
Giannis kicks to Middleton. Pass to DiVincenzo. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Giannis. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Giannis has got 10 points. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Fires for 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
Now Holiday. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Giles for the tie. He kicks it to Nurkic. It's tipped.
A rare rejection that time from Tucker. Using that long reach, though, and times it perfectly.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Holiday looking for an opening. And there's the pass to Portis. Here's Connaughton. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Jeff Teague, he's checked in for the Bucks. And Portland with a change here, too. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. For the lead. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Hollis Jefferson's got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers. Bucks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Outside Teague. Lillard with the rebound. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half.
Go ahead and get it, youngster. Hollis Jefferson showing off the springs.
Here's Teague. The Blazers getting the bucket. Count that one.
Yeah, and you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
For Portland, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Back to Teague. Nurkic with the block.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Milwaukee with the ball. After the Trailblazers pick up 2. Here's Tucker, and that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, you know, Tucker's a little undersized, but he makes up for it with leaping ability and reach.
Lillard surveying the D. Shoots the 3. Drains the three-pointer. Lillard's got 11.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Simons, guarded by Holiday. And it's Simons missing. Bucks trail by 5. And Holiday with the basket on the assist from Antetokounmpo.
He's an explosive, athletic guard, and I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
Simons, the pass to Cannon. Lopez with the steal. Down low, and to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing he can find his teammates, too.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Jones finds Canner. And he banks in the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
Yeah, I put that one on the defense. I mean, they can't leave him open at this stage.
Simons surveying the D. Anthony against Giannis. Anthony, the pass to Simons. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Jones from outside. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons. Giannis inside. Defended by Covington, so they take the lead. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points here in the second half.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And Portland with a change here, too. Giles is checked in, and the basket by McCollum.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Here's Connaughton. Lays it up off the glass. Connaughton's got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Here's Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. That one good for 2. Giannis has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of games.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
He drops the first one, and that gives them the lead.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability. This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Giannis with it. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. The coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, onto the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Drew Holiday, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. Portland also making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. And it's Powell in for Robert Covington. Here's Giannis. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Lillard against Holiday. Lillard outside. Lets it go with a 3. Portland again missing. And here is Lopez. Pass to DiVincenzo. From outside the arc. Missed. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
But traffic in New York City. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. And for Brooklyn, Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Brown. And it's Harden in at the point guard. Now Harden. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Now here's Harden. Just 5 to shoot. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Antetokounmpo inside. Guarded by Harris, and Giannis gets it to go.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible. Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better. And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
Now here's Middleton. Three-pointer. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Middleton against Harris. Brown the pass to Jordan. To the middle. Inside. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting. So some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
So for the Nets, Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Drew Holiday. Milwaukee leading by 4. 1:51 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Portis. And again, the Bucks miss. And it's Harris with the ball for Brooklyn. Here's Griffin. On the wing, Harris. Back to Griffin. Harris outside. And the three ball is good.
This is what we call a sniper from the outside. Joe Harris, a knockdown shooter.
Brown against DiVincenzo. Down low. It's stolen by Green. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Bruce Brown. Drew Holiday's checked in for the Bucks.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Free throw, good, Holiday.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
Nets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Pass to Luwawu. Back to Irving. All alone. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. There's 45 seconds left in the first. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Tucker with the ball. Now Green defending. Good on the three-point shot.
I know he's not the most efficient long-range shooter, but Tucker hits enough of those to space out the defense.
Nets trail by 5. 27 seconds left in the first quarter. Irving with it, and the layup falls.
But just a spectacular display of ball handling from Kyrie, opening up the look there. Many believe he might have the best handle in the game.
Holiday surveying the floor.
You just have to love that grit and effort on the glass. No problems battling for the basketball.
At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Bucks. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James, Giannis.
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. We've got Antetokounmpo. E.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Holiday, and it's Connaughton in at the two-guard spot. Now here's Durant. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
So unpredictable, so versatile. When KD's working that pick and roll, the defense has a hard time dealing with it.
Now the pass to Portis. Outside Holiday. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss. Nets trail by 3. Here's Harden, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Bobby Portis.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Here's Irving. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. The 3. And that's good. Kyrie Irving for 3. Irving's got 5 points so far.
Boy, Kyrie Irving shoots it with such extraordinary confidence, regardless of where he is on the court. This guy is one of the most dynamic scorers in the league.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Basket, good. He's got 6.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Irving. He's got 5. And they pick up 2. Irving's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
Oh, Kyrie dazzling on the drive. One of the best in the league at that.
Teague, the pass to Giannis. And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, just a good job here in the second. Pounding it inside, getting good looks right at the basket. Big reason why they're in front.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. No good on that one. The Bucks go the other way with it. And here is DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Irving passes to Harden. Drops in the layup for 2. Harden's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And you talk about the best ball handlers in the league. Don't forget about James Harden.
DiVincenzo kicks to Antetokounmpo. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
Irving against Teague. Irving looking over the floor, and he gets the bucket. Irving's got 7 points here in this quarter.
He's starting to heat up now. He's been much more efficient with the shot in this quarter than in the first.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. Harris is checked in for Green, and it's Brown in for Irving. Drew Holiday, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Got a piece of it in the corner. Harden from about 19 feet. Brown right side. Back to KD. Shot clock at 5. Over Middleton. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Well, there's just great poise when you're talking about KD. His basketball management skills are excellent.
KD against Giannis. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Count the basket. Brown's got the lead up to 1 now for Brooklyn.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Here's DiVincenzo. To the paint. Here's Lopez. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Lopez has got his first bucket of the night.
You're simply going to have to do more than that on the defensive end. Lopez too big for the defense there.
Giannis on it. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 13 points. Thanks for joining.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
Johnson is out there with Brown. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Durant. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Nora. Here's Portis. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Lets it go. And it's Durant missing.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Brown. Nets trail by 3. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Stolen by Tucker. Fast break, Milwaukee. Teague's got the ball. A nice shot by Tucker.
Well, Jeff Teague knows how to get by and find teammates. That's pretty right there.
Now here's Durant. He kicks to Harris. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron. Bucks leading by 3. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter. He can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
James Harden, he's checked in for Tyler Johnson. Now, here's Tucker. He's got 5. Jumps up. And Harden with the stop.
Well, the length of Kevin Durant on the defensive end, creating havoc and an opportunity for his guys.
Teague, the pass to Portis. Here's Tucker. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And so Brown will bring it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 1. It's deflected. Back to Harris. Launches a 3. But they get it back. Durant, wide open. He fires. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And this is Durant's game, right? As soon as he catches the ball, he's ready. Pre-shot preparation outstanding.
Outside Teague. Passes it to Tucker. Clock at 4. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And finished off by KD.
Absolutely no mercy right now from Kevin Durant in transition. Those long strides, that's an easy bucket.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And here's Brooklyn. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Now here's T. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. They grabbed their own miss. Pass to Nora. Here's the 3. A rebound by the Nets.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Now here's Irving. For the 3. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the Nets with possession. They've got a 10-0 run going. Luwawu, the pass to Irving. Irving double team. The Nets working the ball around now. Outside, Green to the wing on the left. 5 to shoot. They double him with Middleton. They kick it out to Green. Luwawu, great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Outside, Holiday. There's 18 seconds left in the 3rd. Kept alive. Here's Giannis. Griffin with some nice D.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Irving from long range. Doesn't go for him. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Nets as they finish. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. Harden the pass to Griffin.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Harris. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Brown. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. Back to Irving. Pass to Claxton. Irving against Middleton. Baseline jumper. Claxton with the bucket. Claxton's got the lead up to 9 now for Brooklyn.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The pass to Middleton. Back to Holiday. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Giannis. And Griffin sends it back. Here's Luwawu. And it's good for 2. And now it's an 11-point Nets lead. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there are so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, three guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Griffin against Giannis, and they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Durant against Lopez. Durant feeling it out a bit. Over Giannis. Durant, no good. Bucks trail by 11. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Brown. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Durant down low. Defended by DiVincenzo. The offensive rebound.
How many times have we seen DeAndre Jordan take it off the window and convert? Boy, he is so good.
Giannis outside. There's 1:47 left in the fourth. Great look, but off the mark. Nets leading by 13. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good from outside. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Nets have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Open shot by Harris. Kicks it out to Harden. Harris outside. Jordan trying to free himself up. Harris misses. Bucks trail by 13.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Brooklyn.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but you know they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Kevin Durant.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Harden with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Harris. Harris missing again. From deep, Giannis. And Holiday kicks to Giannis. Middleton outside. They get it back. And at last, they get one to fall.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Some good. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The activity in front of the Brooklyn Mutants. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. And for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Brown. Then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the small forward. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, just spectacular in the open floor. When Harden's coming downhill, you're at his mercy.
McCollum outside. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. Will be a fun matchup to watch.
Here is Harden following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Harden dishes to KD. Over in the corner, Brown. Covington with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Powell, the pass to Covington. Back to Powell. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Durant. And so it's Durant with it. They'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And it's Brown that time on the assist by Durant.
Good recognition from Durant. He's a talented passer.
Lillard outside. Oh, good on the triple. And here are the Nets.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. But this team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Here's Lillard after the basket by Brooklyn. From deep. Portland again missing.
They're struggling here early. 1 for 5 now. The D has them bottled up so far.
To the inside. Powell with the steal. Outside Covington. To the middle. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. Shoots over KD. Covington trying to break free, and the shot is good.
A physical player with a large frame. Nurkic was seemingly unbothered with the contact.
Brown outside. Back to Harden. Harris against Lillard. Unloads from 9, and it's Harris with the bucket inside. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got his second basket of the night.
This guy's just a gamer. McCollum, I mean, he really embraces taking on the defense and finding a way to finish.
Harden dishes to KD. Covington with the steal. Lillard with it, picked up by Harris. Offensive rebound, tries again, and Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. A 3 from McCollum. He can't hit that time. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, and Harden is just ferocious with his dunk, just ramming it in the defense's face.
Lillard looking around. From deep. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
52 seconds left in the first quarter. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Fires the 3. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
That one, no good. Some solid defense from Harris. Pass to Harden. The Nets working the ball around now. The wide open look for Durant. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Lillard outside. From deep three-point range, drills it from outside.
The remarkable range of Lillard. I mean, you see these shots he makes from distance with ease, effortless release.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Nets lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he stays so grounded.
Humble beginnings. You know, I'm from.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
On the court for the Trailblazers, Monday Hollis Jefferson out there with Ennis Cantor. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. Here's Simons. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Irving. Got a hand on it. Right side, Jones. Yes, that goes in.
Well, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Nets. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. On the three off target.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Anthony. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Durant, and Luwawu subbed in for Bruce Brown. And Portland with the change here, too. McCollum's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Irving kicks to Luwawu Cabarrot. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
This is what a leader does. Irving, good at sharing the wealth and getting his teammates going.
Portland trailing here. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Simons, the pass to Cannon. Rebound, Brooklyn.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Outside Griffin. Now here is Irving. He's covered closely. Luwawu, the pass to Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Goes up on the wing. Bank shot. No good.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Brooklyn making some changes. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Joe Harris comes in for Jeff Green. And it's James Harden in for Luwawu Cabarrot. On the wing, Harden. Scored the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Jordan kicks to Irving. Harris dishes to Irving. Offline with his 3.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Outside Irving. 43 seconds left in the first half. The baseline J. And too long on the shot.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
Pass to Anthony. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Here's Simons. Offensive rebound.
I guess even he has took this one of those once in a while.
Pops it up for Jordan. It's stolen by Anthony. And he's going up for the alley-oop. It could go. Can't hit that one. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Trailblazers up by 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from... Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They did give up a couple baskets more than they wanted to, and at the end of the period, we're trailing by 5. And that does it for our halftime.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
We've got Brown. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harden in at the 1 spot. So that's the Nets 5. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Deflects the pass. In transition, here come the Nets. KD leading the charge. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two. It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive.
Lillard from outside. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Brown. On the wing, Harris. Outside, KD. Shoots over Covington. 4 on the clock. Here's Harden. Misses off the left iron.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Kicks it out to McCollum. Passes it to Covington. Back to McCollum. Takes the 3. The rebound by Harden. Nets leading by 3. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And then Durant with the jam.
The ability to create space off the dribble and get a look is why Durant is going to end up as one of the best scorers of all time.
Nobody near Lillard. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout. Trying to settle things down.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
Man, how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
There's the pass to Nurkic. Down low. Here's Covington. Headshot off. The Nets go the other way with it.
This was not what they had in mind coming out of the locker room at halftime. 4 shots so far and nothing to show for it.
Pass to Brown. To the inside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Blake Griffin, who's checked in for Brooklyn. Green comes in for Joe Harris. Portland also making some changes. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Carmelo Anthony subbed in for Robert Covington. Here's Lillard. Anthony trying to get open. Lillard misses.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
To the paint. The kick out to Brown. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
And once Lillard hits the ground running, he's ready to throw it down. The D has got to step in front of him to prevent that.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Back to Harden. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. Dishes to Harden. Gets a hand on it, and Griffin stays with it. Griffin's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
A three from McCollum. Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
A pick-and-roll master. You got to respect how decisive Lillard is. I mean, he often makes great decisions.
Harden scanning the floor. Right side, Green. KD against Lillard. Outside for Griffin. No good with the triple. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Powell with the steal. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. And that's an intentional foul. So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Durant. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Brown. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Norman Powell. Derek Jones, he's checked in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Outside Irving. Had the space there, but it's offline. The shot will not fall. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Nets lead by 1. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got Hollis-Jefferson, also Anthony out there. Derek Jones is out there with Enes Kanter, and it's Simons in at the point.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And it's Brown missing. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Portland. It's a one-point game, and it's Anthony with the jam.
And Melo, a skilled shooter, if he gets a clean look, you expect him to make it.
Now, here is Irving. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Now it's Anthony running. He can go all the way. And it's Anthony with the jam.
And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that could decide the outcome.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
You know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a role out on this team.
Changes for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Harris. And Luwawu subbed in for Bruce Brown. Portland also making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Jones. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game.
Here's Nurkic. He dishes it to McCollum. Outside, Covington. 5 on the clock. Simons. Count the basket. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Brooklyn making some changes. Kevin Durant comes in for Green, and it's James Harden in for Irving. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Fouls checked in. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's Griffin. And oh boy, a lot of contact. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Brooklyn making some changes. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Brown in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Lillard's checked in for Portland. It's Harden with the drive. To halt the run. Powell pulls it in.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
And Lillard throws it down.
But look at how quickly Lillard leaps out in transition. He wants to run down the throw to the D, burn him in the open floor.
Harden outside. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And the technical free throw is good.
I mean, look, Durant's an incredible player. I don't know how much better you can get. We've had a front row seat for quite a while watching his game of sin.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That is his first foul of the game. Lillard against Harden. Now, here's Lillard. He's tightly guarded. McCollum outside. Inside. Here's Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
And a deep three from Harden. From beyond the arc and then some.
What confidence from Harden. He's a lethal three-point shooter. He knows he has the green light.
Trailblazers leading by 7. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. Harden against Lillard. And he gets it to go.
Such a smart offensive player. When McCollum sees these shots open up, he doesn't think twice about firing.
Harden way outside. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in this game. And here's McCollum for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. And now it's a 12-point Trailblazer lead.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Trailblazers.
If they had to battle for this win, there were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the floor of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Carmelo Anthony.
He was the alpha dog out there tonight. Totally in charge of this game. No matter what the situation was, he was the one to dictate the action.
And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. From deep. And it's Lillard missing. And KD's got the ball here for Brooklyn. Down by 12. And Harden with the stop.
Look, there aren't many more complete offensive players ever than we've seen in Durant. Passing, shooting, moving, you name it.
It's Powell on the wing. Back to Lillard. Kicks to Nurkic. And it's McCollum in the corner. Drills the three-pointer.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it this one.
And so Portland takes. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. Hollis-Jefferson, good.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Now, Giannis. Pass to DiVincenzo. Outside Holiday. From past the arc. Hits the three-point foul.
How about Drew there, showing a little bit more range from downtown.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. McCollum against DiVincenzo. Floats it up there for Nurkic. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Holiday surveying the floor. Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. And the rebound by Nurkic.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Here's Holiday. Following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Giannis inside. Covington's there. Middleton outside. And he gets the whistle. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now we can talk about it over and over again. Antetokounmpo combines size and versatility in ways we just haven't seen, at least up until the Greek Freak's arrival.
Now here's Lillard. Down low. Lopez with the steal. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession for the Trailblazers. Enes Kanter comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Carmelo Anthony in for Hollis Jefferson. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Lillard outside. Lopez against Kanter. Lobs it up for Kanter, and Kanter throws it down.
And while not a huge leaper, Kanter does have enough length and athleticism to make a play like that simple.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Holiday. Passes to DiVincenzo. Right side Holiday. Back to Middleton. Just 5 to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Kicks it out to McCollum. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league. And there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Here's McCollum following the basket by Giannis. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Rebounded by the Bucks.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And that one's good by Lopez.
Hard to deal with Brook Lopez and that kind of size, especially when he's forcing the issue like this here and going strong.
Lillard outside. 35 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Anthony up on top. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Outside Holiday. Pass to Lopez. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first. Holiday with it. Now defended by McCollum. Holiday dishes to Lopez. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
How about Lopez inside showing some smooth, fluid moves?
The Bucks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And it's tied up with that one.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Howard. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. It's all tied in Portland. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is...
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Anthony out there with Dennis Kenter. Then it's Jones. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And Tiggs at the ball here for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 1. To the middle. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got his first 2 points of the night.
That was like a morning paper for Jeff Teague. Makes a great read and swings the ball around for a clean look at the bucket.
Simons, the pass to Powell. That 3 off the mark. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Here's Connaughton. And Cantor pulls it down. And the pass to Carmelo. It doesn't go for him. The Bucks go the other way with it. And they're running. Here's Portis. And the shot is long. And Portland has possession. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Jones.
Melo buries these kind of shots all the time. It seems like there's not a difficult shot in Melo's handbook.
Teague left side. And a wide open look for Portis. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Damian Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Holiday comes in for Jeff Teague. Portland leading. Here's Lillard. Pass to Cantor. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. The shot misses. And Milwaukee the other way now. And Tucker kicks to Connaughton. Tucker with the ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And Portland making a change here. Powell's checked in. Here's Simons. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Outside Holiday. Outside Antetokounmpo. Back to Connaughton. 6 to shoot. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Tucker can't get it to go.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
And Jones slams it in.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Holiday. He kicks to Tucker. Back to Connaughton. Passes it to Tucker. Tries from 16. That's good on the jump shot.
To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
Trailblazers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. 1:24 left now here in the second. Anthony can't hit. The Bucks trail. Here's Holiday. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Drew's got such a great build. 205, 210 pounds, a bigger guard. Hard to knock him off of his shot.
Here's Simons. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pops it up for Cantor, and Cantor throws it down. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Portis. To the inside. Connaughton kicks it to Tucker. Here's Connaughton. Guarded by Powell. Connaughton passes to Tucker. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Enes Kanter. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Milwaukee also making some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. To the paint. It's tipped. From deep, Antetokounmpo. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the opening period. Just in terms of the second quarter. And that's.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
Yeah, there is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough game plans to slow him down. How do you guard a guy that good?
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3.
Man, when he's playing under control, which is most of the time, McCollum is very effective setting up teammates.
Outside Holiday. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. And here's Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Lets it fly. And he uses the glass on the layup. McCollum's got his second bucket of the night.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Giannis outside. Now the dish to Middleton. Shoots over Hollis Jefferson. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
If he's making shots like that, the teammates want to feed that confidence. Middleton with a sweet stroke.
McCollum against DiVincenzo. Now here's Covington. Not a lot of room. Lillard from outside. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off. And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Lillard.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the Freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. Lillard with no one around. From outside, off the mark. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. 1:56 left to play in the third. Now McCollum. Nurkic trying to get open. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Hollis Jefferson's got the game tied up here for Portland.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Middleton on the wing. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. And that one, good. Giannis has got 6 points.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
McCollum finds Lillard. Connaughton passes to Giannis. Second chance shot. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Back to Middleton. Just 4 to shoot. Second shot opportunity, and there it is for him. And now a 4-point Bucks lead.
Now Middleton is shooting the ball extremely well in this one. Nice rhythm. Might be tough to slow him down.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Bucks making a switch here. So it's Portland now. Lobs it up for Cantor. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
A skilled pick-and-roll player, Cantor has great sense of timing and the ability to convert.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Left side, Antetokounmpo. And it's Portland with the rebound. Cantor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Powell, that's good. Powell's got his first bucket in this one.
Quickly up court with the basketball, delivered a perfect strike.
Giannis inside. And it's, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there.
And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Bucks lead by 2. From Portland, we're back in a moment. We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. They've got Derek Jones. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at point guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Shooting for Portland, Anthony Simons. Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Milwaukee now. And here is Teague. The pass to Nwora. Teague drives in. Count it, and the foul. That one's on Anthony.
No doubt you can see Teague get hit, but what focus to be able to knock down the shot afterwards.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Simons surveying the D. Banked in off the glass.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Here's Teague. No good that time, so the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Here's Kanter. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Bucks shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Connaughton kicks to Portis. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 3.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Powell with it. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Teague, the pass to Connaughton. And he converts the layup. Connaughton's got his first points of the night.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Here's Simons. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Portland.
The first one falls. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Wande Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Robert Covington's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Powell. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Damian Lillard, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Back to Holiday. He feeds it to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Great job by Holiday keeping his head on a swivel, finding his man with the perfect pass there to finish off the pick and roll.
Lillard against Holiday. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Look at your watch. It's Lillard time.
Milwaukee in the lead. Giannis passes to Middleton. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Count it.
How about that shot by Middleton? Doesn't matter where it is in the game. He'll take that shot.
Lillard outside. Pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Holiday against Lillard. Yep, it counts. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
I don't think he even feels that kind of contact. His focus is just too good inside. Nothing a defense can do.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Lays it up and banks it in.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league, and more the team trusts him in those moments.
Lillard outside. To tie it up. They get it again.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Antetokounmpo against Covington. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Stolen by McCollum. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it. Oh, that was huge!
Incredible. You remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Passes it to Lopez. Kicks it down to Middleton. Clock at 6. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
That one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Lillard against Holiday. This one for 3. Buries it from outside.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Giannis passes to Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. Covington with the steal. Now, here's Lillard. Ends with a big win by Portland in a tight game. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's... And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting. It's the NBA on two. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Out there with Harden. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Harris. And it's Durant in at the 4. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3. The shot by Holiday, no good. In transition, here come the Nets. Harden's got the ball. Here's Brown. Kicks it out to Harden. Here's Jordan. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. We got a lot of talent in the front court tonight between these two teams, Doris. That's where a lot of the focus for us will be.
We will have an opportunity to see offense being run through the low post. So the interior defense is going to have to be strong. Will you send an extra defender? Where will that defender come from? There's a lot to play out here tonight, Kevin.
Now Jordan following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. Shoots from 12. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Bucks have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Antetokounmpo passes to Holiday. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
And the Nets with possession. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Harden against Holiday. Count it. Good.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
Now here is Holiday. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose, and he banks in the layup. Holiday's got his second bucket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here is Harden. The pass to KD. Step back shot. Again, the Nets for two.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Holiday looking for an opening. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. The shot missing. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. They double team KD. Out to Harris. There's the 3. Shot clock reset for the Nets. And no good that time. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing by 2. Here's Jordan. Unloads. Brown outside. Holiday against Harden. Pass to Jordan. Nets passing it around. 3 on the clock. Offensive rebound.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
DiVincenzo finds Lopez. Back to DiVincenzo. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Brown. Shoots from the high post. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Holiday dishes to Lopez. That one goes in, and that makes it a tie ball game.
Well, the balance that Brook Lopez has on these kinds of finishes is really admirable. He doesn't allow the defense to alter his shot.
Harden against Holiday. It's Durant with the drive. 11 feet away. Up top, Brown. On the wing, Harris. Defended by Middleton. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jordan. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. Inside, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Shoots over DiVincenzo. That one wide left.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
For 3, Middleton traps in the tray.
Well, that leadership from Lopez, wanting to get his guys involved with his passing ability.
Here is Durant. From the high post, connects, the jumper drops. KD's got his second basket.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Buck. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game will slow down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
They've got Portis, Teague out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Connaughton in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now, here is Irving. Passes it to Griffin. To the inside. Here's Claxton. That shot off. Great D that time from Portis. Milwaukee in the lead. Now Teague. Right side, Portis. Flora, the pass to Teague. Here's Portis. The rebound by Luwawu. Irving against Teague. Outside Irving. The leaner. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Well, the ability to score at all 3 levels makes Kyrie Irving a near impossible check. Good luck, fellas.
Pass to Nora. Portis in the post. Over Claxton. Portis can't get it to go. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Irving misses.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Here's Teague. Right side, Portis. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Portis has got his first points of the game.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Bangs home the trifecta. Irving's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Outside Teague. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There is no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Here's Portis following the basket by Kyrie Irving. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Portis.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Now here's Irving. 9 points in the game so far. Plenty of space. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Irving's got 11 points.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Teague against Irving. From 8. Teague can't hit. Nets leading by 4. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Teague, the pass to Nora. And it's off from 3-point range. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Griffin kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Irving against Teague. Irving passes to Claxton. Another shot from the wing. The shot that time not on target. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Their field goal percentage was a... And that does it for our...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Brown. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harden in at the 1. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket for Middleton. Brown feeling it out a bit. And there's the pass to Harden. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harden's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo schemes it in.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Now, here is Harden. Pass to KD. From deep three-point range, that one doesn't drop. The Bucks go the other way with it. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Holiday against Harden. Lopez kicks to Giannis. 4 on the shot clock. Rebound, Brooklyn. KD on the wing. Defended by DiVincenzo. Pass to Holiday. And it's in there.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. A 2-point game. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
A nice shot by KD.
Well, he's so effective close to the rim because Kevin Durant has the size, he has the feel, and he knows he can score at will.
Holiday against Harden. Holiday gets the bucket.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Now, here is Harden. Outside, KD. To the middle, here's Jordan. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. And the Nets lead by 4.
Boy, what wonderful vision. Kevin Durant with a picture-perfect pass. Woo-hoo.
Back to Holiday. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Holiday's got 6 points in the quarter. Nets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Harden outside. He kicks it to Harris. Outside, KD. Shot clock at 6. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Dishes it to Harden. It's good.
I mean, how many spots on the floor is Harden not effective from? I'll tell you, not many.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. P.J. Tucker comes in for Brook Lopez. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for Chris Middleton. Green kicks to Irving. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
The handles, the burst, almost impossible to stay in front of Kyrie on the drive.
Antetokounmpo passes to Holiday. Six for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Irving passes to Luau. Back to Irving. And And he gets the basket. Officials. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. The challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The third quarter comes to a close. Brooklyn ahead, up 6. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. P.J. Tucker is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Brown. Goodness. Where did that come from?
Holy goodness.
That was beautiful. And Holiday kicks to Connaughton. Pass to Portis. Holiday up top, guarded by Harden. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo passes to Portis. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Harden finds Harris. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And it's an 11-point Nets lead. Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. Harden can't hit. Bucks trail by 9. DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. Tries from 10, and he hits the jump shot.
And good to see the hustle from Middleton here. He's a good partner to have on the break, and he's quick to get up the court.
Harden dishes to Harris. Back to Harden. Here's the lob to the hoop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Giannis inside. KD's on him. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And the pass to Shamet. Irving kicks to Shamet. Back to Irving. Again, the Nets for 2.
Well, what a move from Kyrie to keep the defenders guessing as he moves in for the score.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Outside Irving. Lets it go with the three. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Well, Irving has been in attack mode all night. This guy is comfortable from any spot on the floor.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Fires from 14. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's Irving. Outside for Griffin. Fires from deep. Outside, Green. They get the rebound. Pass to Griffin. Three-pointer. Here's Jordan. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Brook Lopez.
Well, DeAndre Jordan's a problem because if he gets that close, you know the defense has to commit to him.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Griffin. Harris comes in for Jeff Green. Brown, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And it's James Harden in for Irving. And so Brown will bring it up for Brooklyn. For three, Harris. Great D that time from Middleton.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And here's Harden. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And the Nets miss again. So it's the Nets picking up the win. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.